it's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I am here to bring you some channeled messages from the universe, okay, from spirit. We're going to get into these channeled messages. I'm going to bring forward some really loving, comforting messages for you guys today. Okay, so let's get into the high vibrational energy, okay? Let's bring some love, light, and clarity to the collective, please, and thank you. Okay. How are you guys doing? Feeling good? Feeling great? I'm feeling good. Definitely feeling good. Okay, so Spirit says, let's go ahead and get into it. Peace, love, and light, high vibrational messages for the collective. I'm hearing luxury, okay? Luxury, comfort, and fragility, which is interesting. Fragility. It's like finding peace, finding comfort in the fact that things end. You know, just because something bad might be happening right now, it won't always be this way. Kind of energy, right? It won't always be this way. Or something might have happened in, something questionable might have happened in the past. It won't always be that way, right? Things can change. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And you're manifesting, okay? With this Magician card here, you're manifesting a lot of peace, a lot of love, a lot of healing. I'm also hearing eyes on you, manifesting a lot of eyes on you, people watching you heal, watching you shine, watching you, go through something and kind of like being like awe, like inspired by the work that you're putting into what you're doing right now. Okay, some people might even be looking at you feeling like you're working too hard. Okay, right? Or somebody might be disagreeing with you, right? I feel like you're healing, or kind of like healing and moving on from this kind of feeling that people might not agree with what you're doing or what you're focusing your time or your energy on, or that's for some of you. But for some of you, I am thinking that other people are watching you feeling like you're working too hard, right? Or feeling like you're leaving behind things that you were, kind of like bad investments, bad mental investments. Yeah. Going inside. Maybe they feel like you're doing it. You're working too hard because you're doing it alone, right? This person feels like you're overworking yourself, or I guess for some of you, it is a particular person that's watching you and watching all the progress that you're making, and they think, wow, you're working really hard. You're a really hard worker. You're really invested and really like in your future and doing what you need to do, but you're doing it all alone, and they feel like you shouldn't have to do it all alone. Hey, stop that. Okay. Somebody's taking their time, but they want to bring balance to this situation. Spirit says if you feel like you've been in a situation where you've just been having to fight so hard for something to bring balance to a situation, Spirit is saying leave it up to them. Leave it up to them to balance the situation, right? Maybe it's Spirit. Spirit could be telling you you're working too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard. Like it's okay. Take your time. It's okay. This is not a race, right? Stop giving any kind of chaotic energy. It's okay. You don't have to work by yourself. You're working with us. You're working with Spirit. You're working with the universe. It's there for you, right? For some of you, you could be like, I'm tired of doing this alone. You could have a project or something that you really wanted to work on, and Spirit is saying that they are manifesting, bringing in eyes, to you, attention to you, healing to you, so that you can have space for this new person. Yeah, you're leaving behind any kind of fears or anxieties or things that were holding you down, old devil energies that were like really, self-sabotaging behavior or anything like that. Feeling like you have to, like you can't trust anybody, so you have to do everything by yourself. Like that energy is leaving, Spirit is saying. And there's this new energy of like balance and peace that's really coming to you. That's nice. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of like purging of old energies happening here. Okay, King of Swords in reverse. What is this King of Swords in reverse energy? I'm hearing somebody say, get rid of it. Wow. Yeah. So there is a blessing coming to you, which is a tower moment of tower in reverse, okay? It's leaving. This kind of King of Swords in reverse kind of energy. Negative self-talk or draining. It's like this kind of like draining energy, right? It's leaving. It's pulling away. It's leaving. It's detaching itself and like going elsewhere, just leaving. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. You might have felt like this blessing. There's a blessing coming here, and it's like this Empress energy that's really like, it's a blessing that you're manifesting, that you're creating, that you're drawing into yourself. You could have felt like this was a long time coming, right? But Spirit's saying it's coming now, and it's coming exactly when it's supposed to, right? Yeah. But it's like, whatever this was, whatever, it's like an old foundation that you are choosing not to rebuild on. Right? You're like, I'm choosing not to rebuild on this. Yeah, I'm having like the proper boundaries in my life, right? And I am building on a foundation of 10 of Cups, right? Of like happiness and peace and understanding. And you might have felt like you were working really hard on this for a long time. But whatever it is that you're giving your energy to, right? Whatever this new energy is that's coming in for you, it's like so much better. It's in a much better, healthier place, right? And because you're at this much better, healthier place, that's what's helping you manifest this in. Yeah, these are lessons, right? Whatever this King of Swords in the past energy is, okay? This could be a person, or this could be a mindset, like limiting beliefs mindset that's kind of like really harsh, kind of harsh energy towards yourself, or, other people that you might have manifested into your life because you had this kind of harsh mindset towards yourself. All that's leaving, right? It's because you're putting in the work and you're really learning those lessons. Spirit is saying 9 of Wands, right? You're really learning these lessons of how to separate yourself away from this energy and telling like, no more, right? For some of you, it could be an energy of like jealousy, okay? Anyway, it's an energy of denying blessings, denying yourself like a brand new start. That's what this energy is in the past, right? Ooh. It's like this really just like blocked like throat chakra feeling. It's terrible. Yeah, but you're putting it into it. Absolutely. You're putting it into it to get your wish fulfillment, to get what you really want in this world. Yeah. Some of you might be worried, or might have something that you're worried about, which is represented here by an old cycle. I really feel like this is this energy that you're leaving behind. Some of you might be worried that an old person, or like a new person coming in that really represents this old energy of old people, of old karmic energy. And Spirit is saying that you're starting a new cycle. So if you've been hearing that you have new people coming in, keep your thoughts positive, right? Don't automatically think that it's going to be this old person, or new people with this old people with this old people's mindsets, right? Spirit is saying let yourself, have a new cycle, right? Because there is this energy of holding on to this. It's like fear or this pain, right? And Spirit saying that you don't have to be scared of it. It might be an energy that really pushes you to like cut off people, or to run away, or to not deal with a particular situation. But Spirit is saying like that is ending, right? That situation is ending for you. So let it be in the past. Let it be over. All right. I'm hearing like nail in the coffin. Yeah. So it's done. Like there could be a new like routine, or a new mindset, or something that you're practicing. Okay. This could be like a meditation practice, or some kind of new, philosophy that you're subscribing to, that is really like chasing away this old negative energy out of you, right? And it's something that's helping you. This is something you've been hoping for, something you've been praying for, something you've been really just like needing so much to come into your life. Yeah, and it's letting go, right? It's this letting go of this pain, of this heartbreak from the past, right? And making yourself independent, right? From it, from this pain, and leaving it behind and moving on, right? Spirit saying, you know, it's your choice. It's always been your choice, right? Wow, look at this, right? Just like Six of Wands, victory, 10 of Cups, Queen of Wands, just like powerful, you know, embracing this new choice, right? It's like it's your choice. That's what this new cycle is that you've chosen. Whatever this decision, you know, whether it's walking away from an old mindset or walking away from an old, you know, stagnant belief system, or from old stagnant people in your life, whatever it is that you're walking away from, it's bringing in such beautiful high vibrational energy into your life for you, right? Like it's amazing, right? And this is spirit saying it's time, right? It's time for this to come in. It's time for you to be able to kind of, it's like, it's time for you to be able to relax, right? You don't have to be up on guard. You don't have to be waiting for, you know, waiting for your person that you're with to betray you, or that friend to turn their back on you, or for, you know, for things to go sideways, or, you know, for that next thing to hit your bank account that's gonna, you know, ruin you, or whatever it is, right? It's like letting it go. There is this letting it go energy, yeah. So it's like balancing out this new and old you kind of energy that's bringing in this harmonious Two of Cups energy in for you, right? So Spirit is saying that that's, you know, those are your choices. You can choose that Two of Cups, which is your happiness. Holy crap, Four of Wands, right? It's basically like choosing to let go and move on from an old cycle to get to make yourself independent from this old energy right here. And it's a lot of energy from your past that you're transmuting away. A lot of chaos and things that wasn't even yours. Yeah, and you're blocking it out. Like you're like, nope. Not in an unhealthy way, but in the healthy way of like, nope, like I'm moving on from this, right? Spirit says that you're bringing in justice for yourself instead of doing this self-saboteur, you know, then you're bringing in this justice for yourself instead. You know, deciding to give your energy to the right things, exactly. Allowing yourself to go through this transformational energy, right? With this foster the light, right? You're choosing the light, right? 10 of Cups, right? And this is bringing overall satisfaction and happiness, right? Yeah, but whatever this and it's exiting so quickly. I almost like see something like running away. It's like, oh, like, you know, it's like I can't handle all this new glorious, beautiful energy that you're in. Like I'm out of here. Gotta detach, gotta run away. Yeah, gotta choose something else. That's your choice, right? Gotta choose something else. King of Cups. Choosing the King of Cups instead. You know, or choosing to be in the King of Cups energy instead. For some of you, this is going to turn out to be, you know, choosing a karmic partner or choosing an actual loving partner that's really going to help assist you and help, you know, instead of tearing you down, help build you up. Exactly. Queen of Pentacles, right? Help bring in abundance, to choose your abundance, to choose your happiness. Yeah. And to, oh, look at that. To allow yourself to transform, Queen of Cups, right? Wow. Calling in somebody that matches your energy, right? That Queen of Cups again. Listening to your intuition too. Yeah. Allows me to switch decks. Yeah, a personal issues resolution. Definitely. Could have even been something that that was passed down to you, like a critical mindset or a limiting beliefs that was passed down to you through your family with that Cancer card there. Yeah. You are good enough, right? You decided I don't have to be okay with this, that, and the energy is gaining momentum of that. The energy is gaining momentum behind you, just pouring all that love and that light into yourself, right? And you're realizing that nothing is going to come of this past situation of holding yourself down, right? You're having faith and believing in yourself and believing in your dreams and believing the things that you want to manifest in, right? A win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, you realize, like, I'm winning, right? And again, with that Libra energy, things are balancing out for you. You're taking action, right? Taking action to bring those new beginning, right? Because you were realizing that in the past, your commitment to this issue was being tested, right? Were you focusing on the right things so that you could bring in this new beginning that you want so bad for yourself, right? Spirit saying, yeah, you're doing it. Yeah. A time for healing, right? You've been spending a lot of time healing. Right, exactly. And you're stepping back and letting your ego take a back seat, right? Don't let your pride get in the way. Expect powerful change, right? When you step aside and step your ego to the side, and when you stop listening to your ego and you stop listening to your fears and you stop listening to those things that talk you out of doing all the positive things for your life, right? A big, huge, powerful change. You're like on the verge of making this huge change, this huge tower moment in your life. Yeah. Confidence is key to your success, right? So stepping into your knowing, I can do this, Queen of Wands energy, more so, this personal issue again is reaching resolution. So Spirit is saying that understand that your emotions might be running high right now, but allow yourself to kind of release. Just release. Allow yourself to like purge and move on past it, right? A new romantic cycle begins. So there's definitely a brand new cycle beginning in your life, and definitely again with the energy is gaining momentum of that, right? You're very close to achieving your goals. I'm hearing surrender. Surrender. Hold your vision. Take time out to breathe. Yeah. Like your dreams need a practical plan. I'm also hearing that too. Because the energy, there's so much energy building up around you. Right? And Spirit is saying, yeah, communication is key. You need to find a really positive way to like get this out, some kind of creative outlet or some kind of exercise or something to kind of help you transmute all this energy that's building up inside of you. A fiery climax approaches. Yeah. I'm also hearing get it off your chest. You could be manifesting an opportunity to get something off your chest. Your hard work is paying off, right? Like all the hard work and everything you've been putting into it is really paying off. Your prosperity lies ahead. I tell y'all, Mercury retrograde has not got me into like this very last bit. I've been really good up until this very last bit, and then I was like, yeah, but Spirit is saying like this win-win outcome is forecast, right? Like you're just healing. It's a time to heal. So let your body, 1818 down on the clock, let your body take the time and the rest and everything that it needs to heal, right? Because the energy on the other side of all this, right? So yeah, it's here. It's like the balsamic moon. So it's like after the full moon. It's like in between the full moon and the new moon, right? And then here on the other side, waxing moon on the other side. Now this is the same. No, this is after the full moon, and this is both, and this is gaining up to the full moon, so it's actually like this, right? Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those messages about the crescent moon, like in between the crescent moon energy, right? And crescent moons are really good for releasing old bad habits, right? Old limiting beliefs and bad habits. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah. Nothing will come of this situation. I realized this because I was just looking down at this past situation, and you're realizing nothing's going to come out of continuing to feed the heartbreak, continuing to feed the pain, continuing to feed all the things that don't serve you. Like nothing's going to come out of that, right? You got to find this balance in your life, right? Step back and look at the bigger picture. Conclusions are within reach. Yeah. Spirit says you, like, look back, step back and look at the bigger picture. You are good enough. Like, you're manifesting all this beauty and glory into your life. You just needed to take the time to heal, right? And that's okay. It's okay. However long it took you to heal, it's okay. You know, it probably took you years to gather up all the things that you needed to heal from. So that's okay. Yeah, you realize just adjustments were required in this situation, right? Exactly. You realize what you need to release, and it's this, right? Any of, like, the negativity and fears and just all the stuff that just holds us back, right? Hello? Yeah, all this karmic energy in the past. You've been burning through so much karmic energy. It's time to release negativity. Oof, that was bright. Just having to look up right when my neighbors pulled in, and I'm like, ooh, their car lights are red on me. So spotlight, yeah. It might have been hard, right? It might have been hard for spirit to go through this time of shining this light on your shadow, right? Shining the light on all the things about you that you needed to release, that you needed to let go of, all this karmic energy from the past that you realize was not holding, right? It's just all this darkness and the shadow, right, that you needed to face. And it might have been hard at first to have this bright light shine on your shadow. It felt really heavy, right? Right, but look, a brand new beginning with all this Aries energy, right? A brand new you. Okay, I got one more. Yeah. What do you need to release? Right? But it shined a light on all the things that you needed to get rid of, all the things that weren't there for you, serving you, right? So now a new start is coming. Wow. So just meditate. Yeah, especially if you guys are spending more time in meditation practices. Absolutely. Spirit saying 100% keep going with that. Okay. That is doing wonders for you. Ah, verbena. Okay. Verbena is about, coming coming to a solution where both sides feel like they're being heard and being understood. So understanding that you're finding a balance between your light side and your shadow side. Your light side is not demonizing your shadow side. Your shadow side is not pointing out all the things in your light side that feel hypocritical or anything like that. You're finding that balance between the two. Still learning that you can't get rid of either one of them. There's a doorway or a gateway opening up for you here with this elder card, right? That's specifically for you. Especially around this new moon. Especially around the energy of this new moon. What's an overall message here for us? Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Holly on the back of the deck. Ooh. Datura. Yeah. So this is about having connection on the other side. Having a connection and connecting, reaching out for that connection with Spirit. Right? Also, like a connection between your two halves of yourself, connection between your higher self and your lower self, with your spirit self and your spirit team, your spirit guides on the other side, right? $52. Okay, that number might mean something to you. 31 with this mushroom card, okay? And again, look, the mushrooms have all the phases of the moon on them. Right here, and then it has the crescents like we were just talking about. I love all the synchronicities that come out in these readings. All right. With this spoon here, I'm hearing digging your way out of a situation. But I know too that in some interpretations of this mushroom card, it's about not letting yourself get burned out, not to keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself and pushing yourself. It's like, give yourself the energy that you need to relax, give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack, be gentle and kind with yourself, okay? And to release around, doing a lot of releasing energy and moving on and issuing in new things around the moon cycle is really big for you guys right now. Just like fungus bodies that spread underground, hiding until you're ready to flourish upwards. You've been busy working away in the background. You're wearing yourself thin for the sake of those who don't even realize you've been burning the candle at both ends. Okay? If you're not careful, you'll reach a point where you'll burn yourself out. Catch this behavior before it gets out of control. Find someone to help you with your workload or compromise on areas that don't require as much attention. Be your own helping hand and find a way to balance your energy better. Okay, right? I was saying that, right? Somebody here is looking at you like you're working too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard. And you're doing it to satisfy people who don't even acknowledge how hard you're working. Stop. Yeah, like Spirit is saying just let, like, oh, I'm just going to read this right here, right? You've been working in the background, right? And you have people in your life that are not even acknowledging how much work you've done. We've been talking about this a lot too in the collective, because it's like we go through a stage where we might slow down, where we might come into a sense of healing, where we might come into this hermit mode where we're kind of ducked off by ourselves, and people are like, what have you been doing? Have you even been getting stuff done? And you're like, it's not easy, okay? It's not easy to release all this past baggage. It's not easy to burn through years and lifetimes of karma. It's not easy to do that, right? And it might be easy for other people on the outside to kind of not even acknowledge how hard you've been working, right? But Spirit is saying, we see you. We're reaching out to let you know it's okay. Stop pushing yourself for so hard, right? Stop pushing yourself so hard. Stop working all the time, doing like 12, 13, 14 different things at once for people who don't even tell you thank you, or for people who in the end might just be like, oh, this is all you got done? And you're like, do you understand how hard I had to work to go through this? Like, oh my God, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life too, right? So catch yourself, right? You'll reach a point where you burn yourself out. So stop. Stop working so hard. Take a break if that's what you need to do. Find a way to make it work, because prioritizing your healing and prioritizing resting and prioritizing just spending some time sitting around not doing anything is so important too. It's just as important, and your body needs it, right? Your body needs the energy. It needs the rest. Consolidate some of your projects. Get some help from other people that can help you, because you're just taking on too much. You don't have to take it all on by yourself, right? And you're not supposed to. Spirit said you're not supposed to take it all on by yourself, right? And trust Spirit, they're going to be helping you on this, okay? Magnolia. I'm just going all past it. Yeah, I also think this could be about you trying to bloom before it's your time, right? Like Spirit is saying, just slow down. It's okay. You don't have to rush yourself and be the first one out. You don't have to be the first one claiming it. You don't have to be the first one doing this, right? You don't have to push yourself through your healing, like fast pace yourself through your healing to please other people, right? Take the time that you need to get what you need, right? When magnolia blooms, the flowers come out long before the leaves do. This miraculous flower gives them this miraculous flowering gives them an advantage over other plants which are still busy putting out their first leaves. But it's only possible as a result of careful preparation the season before that allows them to beat the trend. If you want to be one step ahead of others, it may not be possible immediately, right? But now is a good time to prepare for the next season and make sure that you have everything you need to be to be the first to blossom, right? So this season might not be your season, right? But that's okay, right? That's okay. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop letting other people tell you, when you're supposed to be blooming, when you're supposed to be healed, when you're supposed to be over it. You should have already had this done by now. Like, stop. I'm doing a lot. So give me the space and time that I need. And if they don't, just separate yourself from those people, right? And I know sometimes that's not always possible, but what is possible is no matter how anyone else is feeling or what other feelings that people are trying to project onto you, you do not have to let those feelings attach to you. You do not have to take them on as your own. Oh my gosh. And when I was I don't know if you guys could see it. When I was putting it up, like this Foxglove page just opened, and I was like, okay, I'm going to read it for a second to see if it has something here. Others may try to advise you otherwise, but you know the best time and place for the goals that you want to achieve. Rely on yourself for guidance and meet your deadlines on your own terms. Chill the F out, okay? Okay? Yeah, Ivy. You're almost there, just a little further. Like the tenacious ivy vine, there are no heights you can't reach in your journey to find the sun. The climb might be impossible at times, and occasionally you'll feel as though you're making no progress at all as walls and buildings block your path. But slow growth is still growth, and your achievements will be all the sweeter for how difficult the climb has been. Don't give up. Spirit, hit him again, okay? Okay? Stop letting other people tell you where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're already supposed to be there, right? And also, the holly is really giving me this big sense of like, because the holly, I know one of the interpretations on the holly, and I'm not sure if it's the dawn or the dusk interpretation, but it's like you have a favor, other people have been there for you, now it's time for you to call in a favor. And for one of them, it switches. For one of them, it's you have been there for other people, now it's time to call in a favor. And for one interpretation it switches, and it's like other people have been there for you, now it's time for you to be there for other people. But I really feel like it's like it's kind of like this situation where it's like, hey, look, I have this feeling, right, that you guys are the ones, okay, in your friend group or in your family that's always encouraging, that's always, telling people it's okay, it'll come in your time, it's all right, you can do it, don't worry, don't be so hard on yourself. And all of those people love for you to do that for them, right? But for some of you, you might be feeling kind of jilted a little bit because you're like, I can't get that same energy back from you. Right? Like I'm always the one that's everybody's cheerleader, that's everybody's take your time, it's okay, everything's gonna work out, it's all right, you can do it, it's fine, right? And in the end, right, that it's not about you. It's really about them and their own issues, because they're the ones always needing for you to give them a pep talk, right? So, and I know sometimes it can be hard for us that when we're putting out all this loving and wonderful and you can do it and I believe in you energy, it can be really draining sometimes, or kind of exhausting, or kind of like, damn, like really? Sometimes when you feel like you can't get that same energy back from people. But in the end, most of the time we're it's really about us. We're putting out the energy that we really want other people to give us, right? And so it's them, their lack of giving that energy back to you, it's not on them, it's on you. Stop looking at them, stop judging yourself off their parameters, stop judging yourself off when they say you should be ready to move and go and grind. You're moving as slow or as quickly as you need right now, so have faith and have trust in yourself about that, right? You might be feeling like you need to push yourself because of expectations that other people are putting on you, but spirit is sitting here telling you you'll burn yourself out that way. Don't. Because you're using a lot of your energy right now for healing, and that's okay. And in our culture, we praise the grind culture, we praise the outcome, we praise once it comes in, right? But we don't want to talk about you know, all of the emotional and all of the work or all of the years that you have to put in when you don't see it coming in, right? And you have to, you know, and you have to spend that time, you know, being that cheerleader for yourself. And Spirit is saying that you don't, well, one, Spirit is reaching out to you saying, we're your cheerleader. We see you. We see what you're manifesting. We see what you're doing. We see that you need help, and we're sending you the help that we can, but stop pushing yourself because of other people's standards, right? It just might not be your season right now, but that's okay, right? Because you focus on all the work that you're doing, and honey, when you take the time and you slow down and you do what you need to do and you heal and then you bust out later on, you know, it's over. It's over. What does that mean? If I do this, it's over for you hoes, right? Like, and it's like that, you know, no shade or anything to anybody, you know, but it's like, it's kind of like that feeling. It's like, look, just focus on your healing. Focus on giving yourself the energy that you need to right now, right? Saving up your energy, healing, letting go, moving on, so that when it is your time, you know, you'll be the best, most healed, rested version of yourself that you can be, right? All right, you guys, that is what I have for you. I really hope that this helped you. I really hope this brought some love and light and comfort into your life, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself, sweet. I'm damn sure don't listen to people who want to be hard on you that don't even want to acknowledge all the shit that you're going through, right? At the end, that's, you know, that's on them. It's not on you. What is on you is if you let that affect your healing process, right? Don't rush through your healing and do it half-assed because you don't want to look like, you know, oh, that you're not, you know, you're so busy to show off your healing, you're not actually paying enough attention to your healing. Don't do that, right? You need to acknowledge, and Spirit acknowledge how much work you're putting in, how much you really are doing. It's not your fault if other people can't acknowledge that. That's not your problem, right? Put up those healthy boundaries in between you and other people's thoughts about you, right? You know, pay attention to what you're growing, pay attention to what you're summoning into you, right? And that's happiness, and that's what Spirit wants you to know, right? You're summoning in this great sun, enlightenment, happiness energy into your life, and you need all the rest, you need all the peace that you can give yourself right now, right? And if that means that you have to go hermit mode and not talk to anybody because everybody's putting all that pressure on you, do what you got to do, right? Don't worry about it, right? Because that, you're working too hard, okay? You're pushing yourself too hard, you're wearing yourself too thin. Give yourself a break. Okay? Give yourself a break. Give yourself the break that you're looking so desperately for everybody else to give you. Give it to yourself. That's right. You're working so hard to get this. That's when you'll actually get it. Wow. Exactly. Queen of Pentacles. That's when you actually get it. Okay. Yeah. Spirit said, and then they're going to come to you. Oh, wow. Oh my God, how did you do that? Well, you know, when I ducked off for a little while there and all you guys were like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Yeah, I was preparing to do what I'm doing now. Really? Yeah. Surprise. Grinding and grinding and grinding until you fall out or till you get so sick that you can't get out of bed. Turns out that's actually not that healthy for you. But turns out doing the work that you can, getting up, sleeping when you need to, taking a break when you need to, taking vacation when you need to, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, eating right, all that stuff is actually a lot better for you than just pushing yourself until you drop. Crazy. Right? And it's a very American mindset that leads us there, which I understand. You know, it's our system set up that way. Our system is set up that way to burn us out. But that's another talk for another day. All right, you guys. Be sweet, be gentle, be kind with yourselves, okay, my loves? Yeah, walk away from the drama. Walk away, take a break, get away, you know? Go for a little boat ride. Go for a walk in the park. Spend some time by a river or a lake or a body of ocean. Go to the pool or whatever it is. Spend some time in the bath and just walk away from all the drama. Walk away from anybody. Exactly. The Spirit saying if you got to spend some time by yourself to do it. Right? Because there's a major energy that you are cleansing yourself of right now, and that just takes time, and that takes energy, and that takes effort, right? I know that you have your eyes on the prize, Spirit is saying, right? And don't worry, this is coming, but this work that you're doing now has to happen first. It just does. Exactly. That's how you're going to find your balance. That's how you're going to find your security. That's how you're going to find where you really need to go and what you really need to do, okay? So don't be so harsh on yourself. Exactly. Don't try to overly control this situation, okay? There will be a time for you to bust out, and for some of you, there will be a time for your emperor to come in, right? There will be a time for you to step up and be this emperor. There will be a time for your match to come in, right? And all the work that you're doing now is setting the groundwork for that to happen. So just let it be, right? And for a lot of you, just put in the work. Oh, look at that. Just let it be, right? Stay patient, stay kind, water your garden, tend it, clean off the dead leaves, clean it out, clean off the debris, give it, the fertilization that it needs, the fertilizer that it needs, water it, and watch your seeds grow, right? It's okay. You don't want to harvest these before they're ready, but they're growing, right? You've planted the seeds and they're growing now. So just gotta wait, and it's okay. Spirit saying, why are you gonna judge yourself off people who don't even have flowers, that don't even have the plants, that aren't even planting their own seeds, and they're just standing there with their empty hands, looking at you with your empty hands, going, oh, look at your hands, look how empty they are, and you're like, my hands are empty right now because I'm growing. Where's your vine? Where's your plant that you're growing? They're not. That's the Spirit saying. They're not even, so why do you care? Why are you letting these people, right? And the Spirit said that for a lot of you, those people are standing there saying, well, why don't you have it? Why don't you have it? Because the second that all of these grow, they're going to be here wanting to take off you when it's time for you to harvest, right? Everybody wants to be there when it's time to harvest, but nobody wants to be there when it's time to till the dirt, when it's time to put in the hard work. When it pays off to be emotionally understanding and emotionally supportive, nobody wants to be there. But as soon as you reap the rewards of all the work that you put in, everybody's going to be standing there with their empty hands because they haven't been spending the time planting their own seeds and growing their own vines. So Spirit said, don't worry about it. Honey, and that's the truth. Okay? God said that's the God's given truth. Okay. Thank you for being here with me today, my loves, okay? I really hope that this brought you some love, light, and clarity, and this, allowed you to take a little bit of weight off of your shoulders, okay? It's going to be okay. And you're doing it. You're doing a beautiful job, Spirit is saying. So stop being so harsh on yourself, right? Stop listening to other people. Stop judging other people. Stop thinking that other people are judging you, because for some of you, this is your judgment that you have on yourself that you are projecting onto other people. And Spirit says that's part of that King of Swords energy that you are releasing and letting go of, okay? But you're healing it and you're moving through it. And Spirit saying you got this, and they believe in you and they know that you can do it. So just be a little more loving and kind and understanding for yourself, okay? Again, thank you so much for being here with me today, my loves, okay? Drop a like if you liked the content. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, okay? Thank you to anybody who likes, who subscribes, who donates or tips to the channel. The information for that is down in the description box down below, okay? As well as my email if you're interested in reaching out to me to get a personal reading, all right? Thank you so very much for being here with me today, and I will see you in the next one, lovelies. Bye.